What happened in Parliament today is also echoing outside. Where the Parliament was concerned, there were two views, completely divided the parliamentarians. Today at one end, there were a number of them who stood up like Renuka Chaudhary, Kiran Kher, who went on to suggest that it was wrong if the documentary aired. On the other hand, you had the likes of Javed Akhtar, who said that this is the mindset of most of India and it is in India's interest that this particular documentary is aired. So what do the people think? The social space, Twitter, is completely divided. I want to cut across to my colleagues who have people with them from major cities. I'm going to go across to Vidya, who's joining me from Mumbai. Shrisha joins me from Chennai and Atir from Delhi. I want to go across to Vidya first. Vidya, what kind of reactions are you picking up from the people in Mumbai? Should a documentary like this actually be aired? Is it in the interest of India that a documentary like this be aired? Or what some of our parliamentarians like Venkaiah Naidu, who goes on to suggest that it will only bring bad name to India if something like that actually goes on air?
Well, I have two young girls with me who have just returned after giving their exams, but the opinion is certainly as divided as we have been hearing. Priyanka, Supriya, why do you feel that this entire documentary should really not be shown, as you were talking to me earlier?
Yes, ma'am, as we know, television is the most effective media in a country. So if we telecast this movie, it will it have two parts. One is positive and one is negative. Some people take positive parts and some people may take a negative part. I don't want to say that the movie is wrong or the documentary is wrong.
So you're saying that it will motivate people to be to be worse than what they really are right now?
Yes. I am motivating people to show the documentary, but
okay.
Don't make it very don't make it very hesitating.
But why do you feel that it should really be shown? Why is it that the documentary that has been made should really be aired?
क्योंकि एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री, ये जो इंसिडेंट था वो तो हो चुका है और जो लोग हैं वो इन सब चीज़ों से अवेयर है, तो हम लोग क्यों उसको बैन करें? क्यों? लोगों को पता चलना चाहिए कि एग्जैक्टली हुआ क्या था वहाँ पर और उनको पता चलना चाहिए कि ये कितना गलत था.
Okay. So basically, as you can hear, there are divided views that people here have. Some really feel that it should be shown, while others feel that it does bring a bad name to the country with this kind of entire interview being aired across, which talks about girls being treated as second citizens in their own country.
All right, I want to go across to Atir Khan, who's in Delhi, who has people with him there. Atir, what kind of reactions are you picking up? Are parliamentarians completely divided whether or not a documentary like that should be aired? Is it in national interest or not? What are the reactions coming in from the national capital?
Oh, well, Preeti, we have JNU students with us. Let's hear from them. Shaila, MP like Javed Akhtar, he says that good that a film like this has been made. At least, one gets to know what the mindset is. So, is film the problem? What is your point of view? Should it be aired or should it be restrained as the government has now done?
See, it doesn't take a film of this kind for us to know what the mindset is. Okay, we already know what the mindset is. I mean, if we look at what Asaram Bapu has said, Mukesh Singh, he has just repeated those words, ki tali do haath se bajti hai. This is precisely what Asaram Bapu is saying. She should not have resisted. All of this, our MPs say, our ministers say, okay. But the second thing about whether this should be aired or not, first of all, I haven't seen the documentary, but of course we know the context. So there is these people, their petitions are, their mercy petitions are pending right now. And so it's possible that their death penalty might get commuted or whatever. So it's not proper to air it until their, cases are heard. But the problem is that we should not reduce it to an individual. See, all of the discourse I see is all about the individual. But this is not what the problem is, okay? We have to look at structure and not just the mindset. What are the structures of caste, communalism, oppression that allow this kind of gendered violence?
Kamyani, tell us that, there's a view that this film has been made in a deliberate sort of way to malign India, because the reels were not shared with the Tihar authorities. What is your view, when people like Jaya Bachchan are so vocal about it and she's so agitated, she says, hand over that person to us and we will, take care of him. What do you have to say?
Well, I think there are two parts to your question. The first part addresses the idea that this film is somehow maligning India. I think this is a very complex problem because on the one hand, of course, this is a lady from the West, a Caucasian woman who's come and sort of, looked at the world here through a gaze that is very that is not very informed about the practices and the social life forms that exist here. So there is an exoticization of India on the one hand, where there is an othering which makes it look as if this problem only exists in India, doesn't exist anywhere else in the civilized world, in the Western world. So there is that problem. On the other hand, saying that this is maligning the image of India is very problematic, because then it's almost the kind of thing that Priyanka Chopra, I'm sorry I'm quoting her here, but she said that people shouldn't be talking about sexual violence in India publicly, openly, because it tarnishes the image that we have abroad. I mean, this is the reality in this country. I don't see the point in talking about this in a way that makes it look as if we should hide it and not talk about it, and somehow it'll go away. And the second part to your question was about Jaya Bachchan advocating the vigilante justice, attacking this person and some form of mob violence. I feel that that the argument that she's making, it ends up in that kind of trajectory. That's very problematic, because we have a judiciary in place, there is a legal system in place, and those we have to follow the course of the law. It's not about punishing one person. The problem with this kind of argument is that it isolates individuals and makes it look like this criminal is divine and aberrant, when really it's a matter of a nationwide as she said, structural and systemic problem that exists about masculinity and sexual attitudes towards women and misogyny prevailing.
Preeti, one quick question from Kaushik. Kaushik, where do men stand in this entire thing? It is also embarrassing at one level. A person like this, he gives out the statement. What are your views?
I think that being a part of the society, men also have some responsibility. If we today we are facing this question. I will say that we need to recognize that the problem exists. Right. Even men need to recognize that this problem exists, and we will have to find where we will have to look around our society. Right. We will have to look around our family. Right. We can look around the society where we have grown
So Preeti, yes, clearly, there is as Kaushik says, first we have to accept there is a problem, and then we have to look around, how to rectify this problem. Back to you, Preeti.
All right, from there, Arthur, we're going to cut across to Shrisha. Shrisha, what side of the documentary divide do the people that you have around you stand?
Well, Preeti, across the nation we have been seeing how, opinion of people have been divided on this particular documentary, and, people who have been joined by also have different opinion, while others say that, which talks about the liberty of journalism and how, to what extent one can actually allow this kind of documentaries to be on air. On the other side, they say that, why there should be a platform given to such convicts, that we have been talking about women's security, women's safety. Aparna, what is your view on this documentary? Do you think, it can be aired?
Yes, of course it can be aired, and it should be actually aired so that people get to know what the culprits till today they think about. I don't think so they are actually guilty about anything what they did. They do not even consider it as a crime. So I think people should know their ideology needs to be changed. Indian common man's ideology needs to be changed.
Right, she's making a very strong point, ideology needs to be changed. So what is your view on it? Because we have been talking about women's safety, women's freedom. Do you think this will actually change the mindset of people?
I think it won't change, at least India won't change so soon, because I think it doesn't matter what the rapist says. I feel that he was reflecting the views of our own society, because every day we see politicians giving such views. So I think he's a creation of our society, and he was just reflecting the voices of many. So I think it can only change if we don't confine feminism to the elite, if we take it to the slums, to the villages, and to the migrants.
Right. Those are the kind of people that who needs education on women's safety. Liu, what is your view on this? Because you have been, a while ago when we were talking, you have been saying that, why they should be given a platform.
Yeah, I don't think that this documentary should be going on air, because it just made me feel as if the driver is providing justification for his acts, and I don't think rape cannot have any justifications at the end of the day. And moreover, what's shocking is that these people instead of being hanged, they have been provided with a platform to give an insight into their minds about what they feel and how women should dress up and everything. So yeah, I'm totally against this documentary going on air.
Right, a mixed opinion from these three people, but it's not just them. It's reflecting across the country about how people have been talking about giving platform or not giving platform to to air this kind of documentaries or just curb such things.
All right, so public opinion completely divided across India. Right, our correspondents just did a spot check there, but one thing that has come out and that everyone does understand is the fact that these are not confessions of a single deranged mind. Somewhere down the line they do represent the society, whether we like it or not, that India lives in today. With that, appreciate Shrisha, Vidya and Atir Khan for joining us. We'll of course keep coming back to them for more updates on that story. We move on to breaking news that we're getting in.